Hello, everybody. This is Reverend Russ coming back with part two of the clip I sent you last time of managing and mending relationships. And we're going to talk about the faux side of the list that I kind of said to compose in your brain, or maybe write down, of your friends and your foes. Kind of curious in how many friends or foes you have and how that balances out for you, how many you have in each column. But the faux side of it is we need to remember that at one point, these people that you no longer, or we no longer associate with, they once were on the friend side of the list. So they once had qualities that you may have or probably did admire. Qualities, talents, advice you may have gotten, a feeling you got, a closeness, a connection that you wanted to vest in. And for whatever reason or reasons, that relationship was allowed to deteriorate and go away. Now, that could be from a multiple set of things. It could be a one-sided betrayal, or it could be multiple-sided betrayal. Or it could be something that maybe they did that they didn't know they did wrong, or their intentions weren't as such, but maybe you or they were, however this problem happened and came about, maybe there was something that happened with another relationship that caused a lot of mistrust and pain and regret and hurt. And it makes whatever person hard to trust again. And maybe when that person made a mistake, it caused people to throw walls up, whatever it may be. We need to understand what brought a deterioration to the relationships the relationship or relationships that made those people now go to the side of your list that you no longer talk or associate with them. And I need to remind everybody that to have a list like this is very, very damaging to you and to the other person, because it doesn't progress you in a positive direction. It doesn't bring healing to your life. It doesn't bring a good progression or positiveness to your life. It brings anxiety, and it brings constant rehashment, and it brings loose ends, and it brings an uncontrolled, a lot of times, anxiety, and it brings uncontrolled health issues that happen and accumulate over time. And it's better to try to work through these issues with everybody that you may have disagreements with and get them from the foe list, the enemy list, over back to the friends list. And even if you try to extend that olive branch of forgiveness and to talk things out and they don't want it, the Bible tells us to bring forgiveness for them. By bringing forgiveness for them brings also forgiveness for you. It says in Matthew chapter 6, verses 14 through 15, that if we can't forgive others, God can't forgive us. And if we're willing to forgive them, doesn't mean that we condone what they did wrong. Doesn't mean that it restores the trust automatically. But what it means is by forgiving them, God can forgive us and we can get the peace that we're seeking, and vice versa for them. But we also need to remember whether we were partially to blame of the deterioration of the relationship or not. We need to remember that we're just as flawed as the other person is. None of us are perfect. We all live in glass houses. None of us should throw stones. And Matthew chapter 7, verses 3 through 5 says we're really quick to point out the speck in our brother's eye or our sister's eye, but we're really quick to ignore the plank that's in our own. That's the truth of the nature. All of this, maintaining a friends list, a solid friends list, and helping us to remedy and heal and bring people from the enemy list, the foe list, over to the friends list, takes a lot of prayer and a lot of journeying with the Lord in order for us to fix that. But it's something that we all need to be looking at and we all need to be engaging in. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants peace and nobody wants regret and anxiety, because regret and anxiety keeps us sitting right where the devil wants us. And that's us not moving forward. That's either letting us sitting and becoming stagnant, or it makes us moving backwards. And we don't want that. So until next time, think about that and think about your relationships. And these could be good relationships and bad relationships. And they could be inside your family or outside your family or both. Only you can answer that question. Till next time, bye now.